The Prophet, peace be upon him, said, "Whoever seeks to acquire knowledge, Allah will make easy his way to paradise." Assalamu alaikum and welcome to another educational dose of An-Nur the Light. This week we visit the Madina Institute in Cape Town, established by Sheikh Mohammed bin Yahya Ninoue. This is no ordinary place of education, but harnesses some very special methods of teaching to impart the 5 sciences of Islam to Muslims in South Africa.
The spiritual journey is often a path filled with the search for knowledge. Those who seek to believe and learn are those upon whom Allah has bestowed His favor. Oftentimes one embarks upon this spiritual journey, seeking truth and understanding. The Madina Institute, established in Cape Town in 2013, is a place that aims to further this journey of faith.
South Africa is beautiful and the people are great. I couldn't find a place better than Cape Town. And the beautifully diverse social fabric. I think that makes it a prime place. Cape Town is almost like the world in one city. With all its backgrounds and cultures and creeds and religions and all that. So that, I think, makes it a great place to start from and then blossom throughout the world.
The Madina Institute has been established in 6 countries, with its latest edition being at the Icon Building in Cape Town. Whilst this is a tertiary institution of Deen, it encourages leadership and, using the prophetic model of teaching, aims to foster excellence in all fields of human endeavor.
One of the main issues is, in fact, and that is why we have a course such as Sirat Nabawi. One of the issues is that Muslims are very concerned about things that are halal and haram, prohibited and allowed, and all sorts of things, things that are reprehensible. We are a very fiqh-oriented society, and I find that somewhat problematic. And our vision, in fact, will be rooted in the prophetic model as such. And we call that the ilm al-nubuwwah, the knowledge of Prophet. We speak about fiqh, we speak about usul fiqh, we speak about aqidah, we speak about a lot of things in Islam. But rarely do we speak about the knowledge, ilm al-nubuwwah, that particular knowledge of the Prophet himself. Who was he? Who is he? What does he mean to us? How do we embrace those amazing virtues, values, and norms that he had espoused? In other words, the sunnah as the way of the Prophet, as that path that will lead us to illumination.
The course truly is for people from all walks of life. Imran Dowry, a chartered accountant in Cape Town, has recently enrolled at the Madina Institute to further his spiritual education.
I'm a chartered accountant and I'm working at an events company in the finance department. I feel my Islamic knowledge is in a lot of bits and pieces. I don't have a very holistic view. And for me, the best way to try and attain a better holistic view is to go to an institution where I have lecturers and I can interact with scholars, and through studying and bouncing ideas off each other and getting different viewpoints, it'll give me a better understanding of the religion. The Madina Institute is an internationally recognized institute, and it has excellent lecturers like Sheikh Nanoui and so forth. They're very contemporary institute as well, and the fact that they have this 1-year intensive program where they condense so much and just give you the core of a lot of issues into 1 year, I find that will be very beneficial for me because I don't have a lot of time to study, and a year is the most I can dedicate. Well, Islam is a way of life, and it's not merely a religion where you practice it in the mosque and as such. So in order to implement Islam in its entirety, you have to study it, I suppose, to be able to know how to implement it in your whole life and be within the frameworks of the Sharia. And that way also I can influence other people, and the best way of doing that is by understanding the religion myself, implementing it, and then inviting others to it by calling them, and mainly my actions.
We believe that knowledge is one, and this is where the universality of Islam comes in. We believe that knowledge is one because Allah is one, God is one. Education admits no answer, really. without reference to what? Without reference to the ultimate convictions of people, to their perspectives about what? About human nature, about society, about destiny. There are so many issues that we have to consider.
There is a steady growth of quality Islamic education institutions in South Africa. Mainstream universities are adopting Islamic courses, and tertiary institutions are being set up for the sole purpose of imparting the teachings of the Holy Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and studying the Quran.
We're trying absolutely to make a base for an academic think tank for Muslim scholars, or for those who want to be Muslim scholars, that is South African. And that academic think tank then also helps negotiate the challenges that South African Muslims within the South African content face. It's also, obviously, it also sort of diminishes the need for people to go overseas to get an education. We can have homegrown scholars who understand the South African nature and the South African communities and the South African people. That's one. Additionally, also, we're bringing in students from overseas. We're having probably about a third of our students this year. So I'm guesstimating, let's say, something about maybe 30, 40 students that will be coming from as far as the United States of America, from as far as Costa Rica and South America, Latin America, as far as Guyana, which is also in Latin America. We have people coming from Sweden, from the United Kingdom, from Scotland, from Malaysia, Indonesia, from Saudi Arabia, and then obviously from Mauritius, and then obviously the southern region in Africa. So I think that also within the institute itself here at Madina, you'll also see an international